Bonjour and welcome to Swiss black metal review time. Why I chose French or the other languages spoken in Switzerland out of the four main ones or whatsoever comes because of this album Les Litanies du Vide. Once again, a beautiful packaging by LADLO, the label behind this release, or Les Acteurs Le L'Ombre. Well, that's about my friends, so let's not get excited. As you can see, it comes with a non-glossy digipack featuring three-folding package, including the band photo and, of course, the CD and whatever is underneath. And then booklet. Booklets are always important when we're talking about physical releases. I mean, without any kind of booklets and interesting packaging, what would be the point even going through packaging things nicely when you can just stream it and stare at these stamp size photos? So here you have lyrics included, and this green or dark green black theme is obviously dominating the whole thing here. You can see these nicely included photos of the rather cyber goth feeling to it. Some might say they're more industrial thing, and sure they are. Let's get into that in a bit. But more so, I would say this is definitely taking quite a bit of inspiration, or at least some kind of a resemblance to the whole cyber goth theme with those rather intricate and detailed gas mask type of masks. Well, yeah, that's pretty much of it. So here we have a Metal Archive site for Versatile's website, coming from Geneva, founded in 2019. This is their first album. They had this EP prior to this one 3 years earlier. So very, very short and sweet career so far in terms of releases. As you can also see, there are no demos present, so one can only wonder, really, did they jump to the ship right on with the EP, or maybe these three first years they did release some kind of a rehearsal tapes, demos, whatsoever, but not in public. Anyway, this album sounds at least very, very much like experience, time, and dedication has put into it, and as such, I have kind of a gut feeling that this band is not riding the boat for the first time. If you look, however, the members list, you can pretty much see that 3 people are more or less from the original lineup and one later on. There are only a couple of bands listed here from other bands, but might be sometimes because Metal Archives is not always that updated, especially when it's more mysterious lineup present. If you look at this beautiful and detailed and quite unusual promo photo, you can see that they are very, very visual band, coming from this rather gothic princess, evil princess kind of a look towards this rather cyber goth kind of a prophets of doom look, or this kind of a, I don't know, priest of some kind of a death or whatever. They at least have the visual side very, very much under control, and that, I guess, goes in hand with the CD layout and all. So the question remains, how is this 42 minutes of an album with 10 tracks, Les Litanies du Vide, is it any good? Now, obviously, this video is being filmed about 10 days before the actual release date. So some things might not have been updated here on the site, but seems pretty solid. Now, musically, they're listed as industrial black metal on the Metal Archives. For the first few songs, I was like, really? Have they changed the style so much, or what's going on? Because really, this doesn't sound that much industrial. Sure, borderline symphonic, yes, very modern and all that stuff, but you don't get that industrial feeling until you are at least more like few songs in. That's when these more industrial style of elements start, playing a bigger part in the stuff. But if you're expecting, say, something like Mysticum or Diabolicum or Thorns kind of appearance or feeling, you're gonna be disappointed. I would say this is more like a toned down version of Borgne, yet another Swiss industrial black metal band, which is definitely more on the industrial side of things. But they have a lot of more of those elements which I described with the given bands mentioned. Obviously, each and every industrial band still, I mean, there are not too many of them compared to more traditional second wave black metal bands. They are quite different from one another. And versatile also plays their part in that huge play in a way, meaning they are not like the others. But I would even challenge the whole industrial black metal in this concept with this given album, because it's more like a seasoning rather than defining element. So those who are looking for some kind of industrial black metal thing might be actually a little bit disappointed. Those who more just then again like it more like a seasoning, not defining thing, might actually like this album quite a bit. It's a very, very modern one. So those who are looking forward to, say, early second wave thing, or even more so first wave thing, don't most likely are not gonna understand or like this approach, because this is very, very much pushing the envelope towards something newer one. I mean, it wouldn't be totally wrong to box it in a way to call it third wave black metal. But then again, this is not without the so-called dissonant elements, especially the ones that were, introduced to us in big names by Decibel Omega and a lot of those Icelandic acts. But somehow this feels so detached from the rather typical 90s or early 2000s sound of black metal. Yes, it's very, very modern, and having those electronic, say, layers in the music is something totally different. Whatever this, in my opinion, lacks, however, is the kind of a catchiness or memorability. In my opinion, they could have actually taken the benefit of including more these industrial elements and make, it more worthwhile. Because now it's between, two different styles. It's almost like one foot is on the other side of the fence, say, more into the industrial stuff, and the other one is not. Making this rather a hybrid, which is not gonna please possibly people from neither camp. I think this is a little bit of an identity crisis kind of a thing. But then again, it also might act as a gate, a gateway drug reference to the world of industrial black metal. But I guess it depends how much you're ready to get that, electronic vibe, that modern cyber kind of a thing going on with black metal. If you're already allergic to that, I cannot really recommend Versatile to you. My biggest disappointment is definitely that they're not, fully invested in that given subgenre. But those who are now interested with the given music and all that stuff, this kind of beautiful packaging is gonna deliver you the goods in case you are really into the music. Obviously, by the time this video gets out, there should be links provided with the music included, so you can start enjoying. At the moment, probably the full album is not there yet, but by the time this video gets out, it should be all covered. So, on you go, give it a listen or give it not. See you soon with more reviews coming your way.